Hello and welcome to Dishing Delights. My name is Jenica and today we're going to be trying out a new bread recipe and we're going to make some lunch. Let's get into it. Alright, let's make some bread. So the first thing I'm going to do is take a tablespoon of yeast. There's a tablespoon of yeast. Right here I have 1 cup of milk. I did use powder milk at 110 degrees. It's more like 114 degrees, but you know. Now I'm going to take 4 tablespoons butter and add that in. Okay, this is where I realized I went wrong. I was not supposed to add the butter yet, but we're just gonna scoop that out and pretend like that didn't happen. Things are already going swell, can you tell? Alright, sugar was the next thing I was supposed to add in. So 1 tablespoon of sugar. And 1 egg. Well, now I've got to go around and find my missing scissors because I have to get this out. Oh, will I use the knife? Never mind, I had a knife handy. This is the first time I'm using this, can you tell? I'm actually going to switch out the attachments real quick. Alright, now I am going to mix it. Alright, now I'm going to set this aside to foam. So now I'm adding in my dough hook. This is all foamy. Now I'm going to slowly add in the flour and then I'll add in the salt. I have 500 grams or 4 cups of flour here. Okay, I realized I did this wrong. Oh my gosh. I wasn't supposed to add that flour right to that, but you know what? We're going with that. Usually when I mess up, it works out, so I'm just not gonna stress. What is going on? All right. Alright, it's supposed to be soft and slightly sticky. Perfect. Alright, next step. So it says blah 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 blah. Once all the flour is incorporated, knead the dough for 3. I just did that. Okay, where am I at? Step 4. Add the soft room temperature butter a little at a time. Knead again for 2 minutes until smooth and elastic but still soft. We can do that, girl. Alright, back on 2. We'll slowly add it in. Okay, the 2 minutes is up, but I'm going to add a little bit more flour just so it's not sticking to the bowl as much. I'm going to add it about a tablespoon at a time. We're learning. I've never done this before, so that's why I'm recording this, so I can know what I do and then next time maybe do the right thing? I don't know. I do love these butcher block countertops. They're the best thing on earth. Alright, I am going to need an oiled bowl, so I'm going to get that prepared. Okay, maybe this is a little bit more sticky than it should be, but we'll live with it. All right. Okay, this actually feels amazing. We're going to add this to an oiled bowl and I'm going to cover it. This is my grandmother's bowl. It's the first time I'm using it. Now this is just going to double in volume, so hopefully it'll take about an hour. My house is a little bit cooler in the winter. It's about 67, so it might take a little bit longer. Now I'm going to clean up all of this mess. All right, so I pulled this chicken soup out of the freezer. And I'm just gonna set this, I'm gonna fill it up the rest of the way, and I'm going to let this thaw out, and then I will cook this up for lunch. And it will go along with the bread. So, super simple. All right, let's make more of a mess. Isn't that the fun part about making bread? Ooh, my loaf has doubled in size. Look at that. Nice. Okay, it says divide into two, but I have a large Pullman loaf pan that I'm going to use. I'm so excited. I've had this for like 2 years and I have never used it before. Okay, I'm going to link down below the video that I just watched. I only watched the part after it rose in the bowl. I do think that I should have let it rise a little bit longer, but we'll just let it rise here a little bit longer. It's the first time I'm allowed to make a mistake. Also, I bought this from Amazon and it came like, I don't know if you can tell, but it came dented. So I need to figure out how to pull that out. I don't think that it's going to mess with how effective this pan can bake bread, but I refuse to take things back. They will just sit in my house forever, so maybe one day I'll buy one that's not dented up, but I'm gonna let this rise for another hour, I believe, 45 minutes. So I'll probably check on it in about an hour because I'm gonna let it go a little bit more. And then I'm going to clean up this area for the 3rd time today. Oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed. I just opened up this cabinet and I was like, I never showed them this. So this is the cabinet with like a lot of my, this pretty much is like a chili cabinet. It has mostly the stuff that I make chili with and like things like that. I do have some like French onions. These all need to be gone through because I don't use those anymore. I used to keep them in my lunchbox in case I got asked to stay over a few extra hours. That way I'd have something extra to eat. But now that I'm not working that job anymore, we do not go through these little microwavable things. Anyways, I'm over explaining. I have some canned fruit back there. We maybe eat canned fruit like once every 2 months. Artichoke hearts, olives, and then all of these right here are the dried pasta from boxes that I've also opened and just thrown in there. And then a few extra things. If you want to see the full pantry tour, it's the last video I did, but I figured I'd show you this as well because I completely forgot to show you this cabinet. Let's make some bread. Oh no, this is rising faster than I thought I needed to. Let's add a little bit of oil to the top of the pan. Whoa, not that much oil. Darn it. What a waste. Now my oven is preheated to 380 degrees and I'm going to place this in there for 45 to 50 minutes because this is a big loaf. See you in 45 minutes. I'm going to just set this right here. I'm going to check on it a little bit. I think it's done. It's been 45 minutes. So I'm supposed to open this like halfway, I think, and then let it cool for 10 minutes. I'll get back with you. Okay, I am curious, so I'm gonna check the temperature of the bread. Okay, yeah, this is definitely done. So I have this lid partially open and I'm going to let it cool for 10 minutes, and then it says to let it cool completely before I remove it from this tin.
Oh, good.
Alright, I'm gonna get this bread out of this pan now. That's how it looks. Ooh, it's really soft. So I'm gonna let that sit there for a second and I'm going to bring you over here. Alright, that jar of soup, I'm going to toss that in there. Ooh, of course. If I recall correctly, I believe that this was out of a Shelf Stable Meals video, and I just froze the leftovers. Now while that's going, I'm going to cut up my bread. Let's see how thin this will get. Oh, well, I didn't cut it all the way through. Yum! Look at that end piece. What I'm going to do now is cut a few more slices and then I'll store the rest of this loaf aside. Oh wow. Now I'm going to butter up one of these and I'm going to serve it with my soup. Alright, I have to try this. Can you see how fluffy that is? Amazing. Now that is lunch with fresh bread and leftover soup. And that was today's super simple lunch. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe and hit that notification bell down below so you can be notified when I upload my next video. Thank you so much for watching.